What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then.
No, wait.
Closer. My ears aren't what they used to be.
Take my leave. You need to talk.
What? Oh, hello
You.
again. Please tell me how I can help you during your investigations. I know your plate is full enough to fill you for days.
God, that is so awesome. I love that skill. Ooh, unidentified cloth bracer. Now we're talking. It's back here. Okay, now we need to do you.
What? Oh, hello again. Please tell me how I can help you during your investigations. I know your plate is full enough to fill you for days.
Woo! Take all the things! Literally stealing the food off his table and then the plate it was on. Love it. When you can do that in a game, I'm a happy camper. Why do you have an eyeball in your boudoir? Oh, geez, there's someone in there. Who is that? Cecilia. Okay, I think we're good to mosey on out of here. Oh, that timing! Love it. Tell me about yourself, bud.
My elf? What elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Sicil, and husband of the stately Cecilia.
Stately.
I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Sicil through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed.
Do you have any work for a trio of sailors?
No, all my clothes are in fine condition, thanks. I've been going to the same tailor for years.
What? Tell me about the issues in Sicil.
What?
Am I clicking on the right things?
Oh, you mean Sicil. Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such, sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Sicil. And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon.
And what's that?
What of what now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish.
Are you deaf, bro?
Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon? Yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat,
What's up, girl?
atypical to a government official.
Oh, sure. Tasty. What is it?
Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands.
I'm good. Yeah. What is it?
And I wonder if you
Nice.
could retrieve it for
I
me.
tasted. What do you know about the staff itself?
The staff itself contains a shard of an
Thanks, babe.
ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead.
Guitar Guy says, "Grats on the baby co." Thank you. Dramatic pause. Service could have been better. Doris let my coffee get cold, but the live entertainment was excellent as always, so 3 stars. Can't always make streams, but watch everything on YouTube. Good show. $50 from Dramatic Pause. Dude! Thank you so much for your support, Dramatic. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Guys, if you haven't, please give him some good vibes and epic loot. That is just awesome. Thank you, man. Cinderfilla and Wise Thought. Thank you very much for the resubs. Also, Extraneous Arms and Zucate. Awesome. Wise Thought and Zucate, 2 long-timers back to back. Thank you so much, guys. Tell me about the merchant.
His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter.
Conrad.
A merchant ship.
Oh, we know him.
To the Sicil harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved, if you don't mind.
About Jake's murder.
Jake murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure.
Tell me about the Duke of Ferrol.
An all-right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Sicil is to spend a night or 2 at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor.
All right, let's just rush through these real quick.
I do believe that's... you see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they occasionally... well, they... Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Sicil's under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists.
Can you tell me more about your library?
That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in, exactly? Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself.
Sure.
Marvelous. Follow me then.
Okay.
I knew that dark-dealing old man dabbled in source. To the gallows, I say.
The gallows? Well, I've heard of such a thing, but I've never seen one myself. I don't think I care to either.
What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Sicil's crown. The beacon of culture and learning in our fair city. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain. Yes, Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. It brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here among her beloved books. What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now. Please introduce yourself. I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
Artist Victoria's one.
No, this isn't the
Brief history of
grimoire
sorcery
I'm
still
looking
hasn't
for.
been returned. Teleron will have to
The
pay yet another
Encyclopedia
fine.
Demonium. I know it by heart.
Wait, is that her? What the hell is that?
In the name of Amun-Hor, I bid thee Tujta Getahal, be welcome, human. My library is yours, as I hope your friendship is mine.
Who are you, madam?
I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. The likeness isn't exactly striking, is it?
Could say that.
When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Sicile toward the sea. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amon-Hor, dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd, and he took pity on the exiled infant that chance had put in his way. He raised me like I was his own, this kindest of souls, taught me the language of men, their customs and their letters. Thus, I became the city's librarian, a position I uphold with no small diligence and pride.
May I take books from the library?
Indeed you may.
Nice!
The wisdom I here hold is yours to peruse and even take with you. All I can ask is that you return the books you borrow so that others may enjoy them too.
Awesome, man.
The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Who are you?
Omnes autem mali daemonis quam.
Okay.
What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Sicile.
Rude?
Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken. For you hardly resemble the local fisherfolk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious dimensions indeed. No, a source hunter, that is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no pleasure in the company of man. But it may just be to our mutual advantage to join forces nonetheless.
Why would you want to join forces? And besides, I'm full.
I would tell you my reasons, but it seems rather pointless to do so, seeing that quite clearly there is no room left in your band of adventurers for an additional champion. A pity, really.
I actually agree.
The knight
Bummer.
in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom.
Alright, so what we're gonna do, let's clear out. Okay, she doesn't have any books on her.
Book to be discovered in this library.
So let's loot, like, all the books.
You there, cut it out.
Wait, what?
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced.
Okay,
Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
that's you minus 30.
Volume 2. Where's the third
No,
one gone?
damn, that's not gonna work at all. Alright, well, we haven't really done much yet. That was weird. Was that not a book? I thought that was a book.
Omnes out what? Oh, no. I would.
Did we talk to her yet?
In the name of Amon, I am Victor. When I was the fisherman who he raised indeed.
Okay, so I guess just that book
Place
is
this
not.
book here.
Is
Okay.
there no
Volume of
new
poetry
book to
or
be discovered
novels
in this
or
library?
rack. Mayhem.
Who are you?
A source hunter. Oh, what a sight for sore Sicilian eyes.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I live alone here in town. Used to be that my younger brother Tom and I were practically joined at the hip, but that's all changed now.
What happened to your brother Tom?
Oh, he's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism adventuring and endlessly worrying my poor mind. Oh, but of course, I've always loved that scamp to bits. For my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with Captain Orius now and then. But then those blasted Fabulous Five came into town.
Oh yeah, we gotta go to the end of time. Thank you. That's a great call.
That band of... I don't even know what to call them. Well, they're his heroes, and I simply couldn't prevent him from going to see them. That one meeting was all it took for Tom to run off with them on some
Thanks,
mission
Vastness.
to God knows where.
Okay, so let's do this. Okay, we've talked to everyone here. Let's save it. Let's go over here real fast.
Volume 1, Volume 2.
No, this isn't the grimoire.
Third one gone.
Boop.
Pseudo-monarchy.
Boop.
Sometimes I think these books
Boop.
have little legs
First
in the night.
edition too. Most promising.
Boop. 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 Okay. So, real
Place
quick.
this book here. A volume of poetry among novels.
First of all, boop, 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 boop.
Mayhem.
Let's read you.
I need need something more advanced.
There.
The
It's
Encyclopedia
the philosophy of
Demonium.
death.
I know it by heart.
Creepy. Goes to Co. And rat extermination. Did we just learn?
Kejdenor.
The lesser
Brief history
key
of
of
sorcerers still hasn't
Salakandras.
been
Weird.
returned.
Anyway, okay, now we're gonna do
Everyone will
this.
have to pay yet
Is there
another
no
fine.
new book to be discovered in this library?
Boop. Okay. Now save it. End of time. Boom. You only have to double click books to read them. Oh, great. Thanks. Whoa.
I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another star stone, haven't you? Go on, go on. Ask me how I know.
All right, I'll bite. How can you tell we found another stone?
Ah, mere child's play when you know what to look for. And luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane? When the dormant portal that
Hey, what's
led
up, Jay
us to
Reed?
this hall sprang to life? It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones. Soon we'll have unraveled the whole truth. Oh, how I do love a good mystery. You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No, 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 that would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well, the...
What is it?
No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a... well, a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful and faint. Perhaps only a shadow, perhaps more. But this is only speculation, of course. Come, come, let me show you the way. Once you're through, you'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with.
Okay. Darhanovus, what's up, man? How are you? Oh shit, look at this. Save it. Here we go.
What an impressive room.
So it is, a hall fit for kings.
Whoa! Who are you?
You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived. Those that deserted me. But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow. Ignorant of your faults, and ignorant of your fate.
Okay.
That it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this. He won't believe me, the fiend. But
Oh,
they
cool.
have come, as I prayed they would. Could they see?
And she was never heard from again.
Who do you think that creature in there was?
I am the
She really
phonics.
poof?
But the eerie bit is that she seemed to know us.
Yeah, that chick totally poofed. Wow, what the hell? So now we can dismiss people to come here. Fork at the end of time. Oh, these are all end of time things, so they aren't worth any money. Okay, let's go over here. What is this ancient diary? The war has been won. Our victory is now inevitable, a fact, a certainty. One might say these last battles we wage are therefore pointless conflicts, but if the enemy won't relent, so be it. Truth be told, I relish in their stubbornness. Give me bloody combat. Give me the thrill of the front line. I shall be the first to break their ranks and last to leave the battlefield. But you've been absent lately. It goes without saying I prefer to see you by my side. We shall meet again at the funeral, I suppose. Until then, I bid you adieu. Leyland W, thank you very much for your 11 months, man. That is awesome, buddy. That is awesome. Oh, look at this dude. John Smithin. Let's read this first. My fellow general, in victory, life has taken an unreal turn. Everywhere I go, it seems I am revered not unlike a god. People feel grace when I look them in the eye, considering it a blessing. Children try to touch my hand or sleeve, believing it will bring them good luck. The absurdity of it all is staggering. Above all, I wish I had more time to myself. Some much-needed peace of mind, now that peace is finally in sight. Peace of mind. The closing of the coffin was seared into my sight. The dull thud of the stone on stone echoes still. You may relish in combat still, but I have lost all appetite for carnage. What's up, dude?
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Or is it mages you prefer? An
Wait,
eagle-eyed ranger?
what?
A stealthy pickpocket? Take your pick of my swords for hire.
I'll buy your one book, or your 1 penny book. Sure.
Of course, Chief. But maybe you ought to get...
Okay, so we can hire dudes. That's kind of wild. Ancient letter. Esteemed generals, all of Revillan thanks you. All of Revillan is in your debt. God and kings bow before you both, and it is right and proper that they do so. Even they had thought all was lost, that the world was to meet its end, but you turned the tide. Many have fallen, so very, very many, and I know that you have suffered great personal loss as well. Know, generals, that I sympathize deeply, so let's meet in the Hall of Heroes. Henry, son of William, righteous king of Farrell.